Good evening. This is a crypto market recap for Saturday, March 1st. Let's see what we got here. We're still in this equilibrium as far as the Bitcoin dominance, so nothing changes until we break out of that as far as trust in the alts. Bitcoin itself, I'm also going to change, I added a few names to the crypto watch list that I'll be regularly viewing, so that's something to look out for, I guess. Just some of the more popular names. All right, so Bitcoin itself, looks like we are just attempting to change the 4-hour trend here. This is a small little right shoulder potential, but we have a definitive line here, 86,570, that is the clear resistance, and we haven't changed the 4-hour trend yet, so this is a clear defense line for the line in the sand for the bulls. It looks like we are trying to use the 12 moving average, 4-hour 12 moving average as support. It bounced off it here, so with potential here that we could end up going bullish. This could be a precursor to how the rest of the market goes for the during the week, as we did see a bounce, but that is all it is a bounce until we change a 4-hour trend. So Ethereum, same thing, but much weaker than Bitcoin, as it has been for months anyways. And so yeah, now we pulled back on Ethereum enough that we will probably see an equilibrium at this point, and we're still below the 4-hour moving average for 4-hour 12 EMA. XRP, a little bit better than Ethereum anyways, and it is better than Bitcoin because it held its fear low there relatively. And so we've got this, there's the left shoulder, right shoulder. We're still trying to, so we're seeing if this is topping out right now. We're pulling back enough. We've pulled back. No, that's still healthy consolidation, but yeah, we're still pulling back. No clear change yet. Litecoin, as I've been saying, this is one of the stronger names. Reason why, relative to its recent highs, it's only down like 12 or so percent, so it's still pretty good in the big scheme of scheme of things. As far as the next leg up, this is one of the names that is definitely lifting the market. So yeah, it's standing out unless otherwise. So it's inverse head and shoulders is kind of, it's much higher up on the to the fear low here. So a lot of names are hanging out around here on the fear low or below the fear low, and meanwhile we're above it. We're still above it. We've got this equilibrium that we're kind of looking at right now on the 4-hour. So watching for that. We tried to set a higher low here, but it looks like we're potentially heading back down. So not totally confirmed yet that is the higher low, because looks like we might want to head down lower. Hype, I guess this is a pretty easy equilibrium to be watching for. Very easy to play. Yeah, we're just hanging out here, just right at our weekly downtrend line. So we're trying to hold on to that. Like I said, if we break down here with no follow through and close above this support, then I call that a save, and this is the most important support as of near term. We don't want to lose that now. We need this to break. This is tightened up quite significantly, and we're looking at a squeeze here. So whichever way this breaks has a squeeze potential, and we're still having issues with the 4-hour EMA to get over it. Overall, we made it to the 0.5 on this bounce, and we need to ideally get higher, but we have made enough room to make a higher low on the way back down, but still odds are favoring the bears at this point because of the move that this broke down. So yeah, all right, BNB bouncing on the day. We've got a 4-hour inverse head and shoulders on watch. Higher than its fear low. and one of the stronger names relative to its recent high. So we're looking for that daily inverse head and shoulders. We got the 12 moving average above us now, but still one of the stronger names. So have that on watch. Ideally, we get above the weekly 12 moving average too. Solana, still looking for its weekly higher low, or monthly higher low, sorry. We hit daily oversold. We're bouncing. This is just a bounce. We're just bear flagging still until we can get enough of a bounce to make a higher low, which, as long as we're under the 0.5, I'd still caution that this is still bearish. And we've got the 12 moving average right above us too. So Solana's still fairly weak. We did get a decent sized bounce and broke these highs. So we would be expecting a higher low on the way down, which we're trying to see right now. But we need to hold this 12 moving average, 4 hour 12 moving average, and start getting more of a bounce going, at least to the golden pocket, so that we odds favor more of a equilibrium than just straight down. Ondo hanging out right at the fear low. We did get a 4 hour trend change, but no follow through at this time, so that's a bit of a red flag. Caution. Just a weaker name overall, just because of where it's situated and how far it's off its recent highs. So it has a lot more work to do. Need to continue this bounce and give us enough room for a higher low on the way back down. But the daily RSI, the 4 hour, 1 hour is all cooled off, so we could potentially set up a lower high, daily lower high. We are looking for a daily lower high than 125 and then roll over. We are at risk. Link is already rolling over. It rolled over with no follow through, but it's not out of the woods yet. We need to start changing the trends, which we did, just with no follow through so far on the 4 hour. We need to keep this 4 hour as a support. Sui, inverse head and shoulder, 4 hour inverse head and shoulders. We're still trying to form the right shoulder, and keep this 4 hour 12 moving average as support. XLM, bigger bounce than most of the names so far, so that's good. We're about midway of this mother bar here. We've got enough room for a daily higher low, so that's good. Ideally, we're just looking for a daily lower high then 34.98 cents, and then if that's the case, we have the 50 moving average above us too, so caution there. Odds favor that we set a lower high and then see where the higher low comes from. Mochi, so we got our daily bounce underway, but we're still looking for a 4 hour higher low at this point. Now we've retraced enough that we would be looking for a lower high on the way back up. Not ideal. Otherwise, we're still looking for a potential of this inverse head and shoulders. And here's the neckline. This is what we need to get over. Get over this resistance and then clear this one. And then that would be our shift. But looks like the 12 moving average is holding us down, so not ideal. Dogecoin, inverse head and shoulders on the 4 hour. We haven't confirmed the right shoulder yet, so we still have this neckline. And if we can clear all these, we've got a lot of resistances back right at each other, so this is the first important obstacle to get over in changing the 4 hour trend, and then we have another resistance right beside it, so we need to clear both those levels. 21 cents, 21.51. Clear both of those in this one good swoop. But now we are cooling off the 4 hour. The daily's still oversold, but it is quickly cooling off. So caution that we're just looking for a daily lower high, then we have a lot of room for a daily lower high. 26.15 is our next resistance to get to, which is quite a decent sized move for just like, if we just break today's candle, we still are 25% away from just setting a lower high, and then we'd be looking at a daily inverse head and shoulders, or a weekly inverse head and shoulders potentially. So a lot of work to be done on Dogecoin. Hbar, okay, Hbar is standing out. Seeing a volume increase there as well. We've broken a lot of levels. Now we're looking for a weekly lower high. Hbar looks pretty good. I'm looking at that. Okay. So we got a bit of a volume spike. We've broken 2 weeks highs. And we want this to be our low now. Overall, this move, how much did we retrace? We made it to the golden pocket, so that's a perfect spot. But we're just looking for a weekly lower high, and odds favor that we do chop around in this big zone for quite some time, because that is a significant enough pullback that we should see a lower high, barring any news. So we're still 57% from our most recent high. All right, Alpha. Straight bearish, nothing nice to say about this right now. Yeah, not ideal. We just kind of, yeah, the daily 12 moving average is just guiding us down, as it has been this entire time. We got a little bit over, no follow through. So the 12 moving average, we need to get consistent closes over it. We've had, each time it's only a couple closes over it, or one close over it, and then sent back down. A lot of work to do. What are we looking at here? 4-hour equilibrium. So the break of that is important. This is pretty choppy as far as liquidity. Not a lot of volume. We're trying to set the daily higher low right here, but we would just be looking for a lower high than right here. And this 0.0484 level. Kaspa, we saw our daily bounce there, but no follow through. Closed kind of as an indecision candle. We are still holding our panic low support, but this we're just in a daily bear flag right now. We need to get over the 0.382 and at least make it to 9 cents. 0.0915, this level right here. So caution on Kaspa that we are still just bear flagging. Pretty weak overall. AVAX, pretty weak overall, just being guided down by the 12 moving average. Right now we're in a 4-hour equilibrium. Potential that we're potentially trying to create a inverse head and shoulders right here with a wonky left shoulder. But if we can change the 4-hour trend, that is step one in changing the short-term trends, And once that happens, we are just looking for a lower high than here. Then 23.39, but if we get above that, then we're just looking at this resistance above it. We got a lot of resistance right there, so I would expect a lower high. If we can get above here, I would expect a lower high than 26.54 and have our daily inverse head and shoulders. This is just early pattern recognition. Nothing changes until we start changing these 4-hour trends. It's possible we just set a lower high and roll over. Ton trying to change its 4-hour trend. Nothing changes until that changes, and then we'd just be looking for a daily lower high, then 381.82, and then that would the more we bounce, the more better chance we have at setting a right shoulder and creating our daily inverse head and shoulders. But we are getting guided down very much from this 12 EMA on the daily, so caution on ton, that can get extended. Trump, kind of a shooting star candle, not what you want to see. Got a bunch of follow through and then shot back down. But that cleared out the order book for all these orders, and chances are, well, so now that is the most important resistance to break through. We did break all these resistances, but yeah, shot back down right after. So we need to continue the 4-hour trend, start continuing up here. I wouldn't count that as a trend change, so nothing changes until we can set a lower high and then a higher low and a higher high. So yeah, I kind of wouldn't count this whole wick. Obviously that was a crazy event. Something happened there. Yeah, I'm not sure what would cause that, or if that is. I'll see if Trump, if the other. Oh. Coinbase had the same. No, Coinbase, yeah. So Coinbase has more clarity. Oh, it had a bit of a bounce for sure, but not as significant as Binance did. So yeah, we're set our higher low now, and we need to see some follow through and break this recent high. All right, that's it for crypto, and I think I'm gonna do my regular stock video tomorrow to prepare for the week, and yeah, regular crypto recap. All right, see you tomorrow.